time in the history of Parliament, for as long as I've been there for 10 years, about 10, 12 years. For the first time, Honorable Robert, Right Honorable Joel Simon was able to rally a minimum number of MPs that are required to challenge a decision of a speaker. Because ordinarily, the speaker has been using that window of I, and nay, and past dubious things from today. That is of the record set by Joel Simon will not permit the Speaker of Parliament to pass any other resolution which is anti-people without people voting and Ugandans knowing who has voted. So they will no longer hide under eyes, have it, no. We will just stand out, 40 of us, and say, let's go to the vote. If the matter is that contentious, we will not do it on every other bill, but those that we feel that are so critical to the welfare of Uganda, I think thanks to the National Unity Platform and our leadership, that we got that minister power for which Regional Speaker Anite has been hiding to pass dubious budgets, dubious expenditure, ROPCO, ATIACA, where we can now have the number and the courage to challenge it. That's not a minor's achievement. Because finally, we are saying our position as a caucus is that don't rationalize, don't abolish UCDA. Rationalization means abolishing. Dissolving. Section 4 of the bill says we shall dissolve UCDA. We are saying best practices of goodwill is to do it through agency. And the president, Mr. President, you can no longer, and I think General Museveni is going to be cooked on this one properly. If he believes in it, he should wait. Mr. President, in the next 12 months, we shall find him down in the trenches. And on coffee, he's going to lose totally. So we are in it for a long haul. It's not an issue we are going to give up. It will not stop on, even if they marshal numbers, this one, we will struggle and take it to the people of Uganda and tell the president, hands off. Actually, there has been a propaganda, which I will use, Mr. President, in a minute to debunk. The propaganda is that the president called me on the question of UCDA. The president did not call me. Led by the able leadership of the leader of opposition, we agreed to do everything, to talk to anybody, to save coffee. So in the morning, we decided to meet the Speaker of Parliament and make our case. And plead, when you are weak, by the way, let us struggle to go to power. You plead with these people as if we are pleading with the angels on simple, obvious things. So in the morning, the Speaker knows. The caucus met the Speaker. And in the meeting, we made a case. The Speaker said, but people are damn right. But my hands are tied. I'm sent to do this job by the president. And how much vicious way, a little bit dishonest, without seeking the opinion of the caucus, she called the president. There and there, said, Mr. President, the caucus is here, it has made a good case, they think this bill is wrong, and therefore it should be removed. That is their view. And without even said, Chairman, here is the president. Here is General Museveni. So there were two things I could do: to refuse. And when I refused, she would have said, it's you, as the chair of caucus, who refused to speak to General Museveni. So what do? I said, okay, give me that General Museveni. Immediately said, you want to do Muwanga. Gw'omutujju obuzaabuza abantu osiga mawanga okola biki muli eyo mubuzaabuza abantu temutegeera. Very crude and becoming of a president for someone he has never talked to. Then I said, okay, Mr. President, me, I come from Butambala. When I meet a stranger, I greet him with salam. Okay, salam alaikum. Then he realized that civil people don't start addressing others so crudely. And he sobered up and said, now, okay, now I hear you now. What are you saying? I told him, Mr. President, what the hell do you want our coffee for? I gave him all the rationale. I said, my government will not accept your propaganda. You are misleading people. I told him, Mr. President, you accept. I used it now. You can't call a president general. I said, hey, General President, our stand as the caucus, our stand as the coffee growing community in Uganda, leave UCDA alone. And the business was closed. He said, you go to hell. You are just another radical Muganda. That's why on the floor of parliament, by the way, God is good. All the time, God is what? Now, the country did not know that this law had been brought to target a particular tribe until the Speaker of Parliament, on the floor of Parliament, now reviewed. She forgot to switch off the mic. That's when Katonda Ngamurimu, God was fighting for the people of Uganda. She forgot to switch off the what? The mic. And made a blunder of all blunders. By the way, in other countries, if it had happened in Europe, in everywhere, Anite would have resigned yesterday. Two things happened. A Speaker of Parliament, whether you were appointed by for example, I'm a chairperson of Uganda Parliamentary Caucus. Much as I'm NUP, I have other members of caucus who are not NUP. I have members of caucus of NRM, of DP, of CP, of independents, as long as they come from what? This region. So when I'm in that chair, I don't necessarily take the national unity position. I try to, even if it's a national unity platform position, I try to market it. But I try to try as much as possible to be neutral. Because that's the leadership code of what? Conduct. Now, the Speaker of Parliament is stopped by our rules of procedure to participate, to debate on a matter on the floor. But for her now to take side and say, do we have numbers? That means she had a side. Then he used the staff of Parliament to say, please ensure these Uganda don't get the numbers. Now, the Speaker of Parliament in Uganda, we have the anti-sectarian law. So the Speaker of Parliament abused the anti-sectarian law, and as day follows night, when Parliament resumes, tomorrow we are sitting as a caucus again to review our stand, but we don't think two things. We don't think Speaker Anite can no longer preside over that Parliament where they are Uganda. Because she's not going to take us away. Is she going to take us away? We are there on the rights of people, so she will not do that. Secondly, we've told her, if we really want, offer an equivocal apology to the people of Uganda and to the people of Uganda. Certainly, have said, if you fail to do so, resign. The next action, I'll not reveal it here. I need to first agree with our members, which we have, the idea we have. We may, we are saying we may, if she insists. But be as it may, we will ensure Parliament does not proceed on any other matter until that one is resolved. That is our stand. Finally,